Hi, I'm Searing. This is Bourbon Steak San Francisco. The key points to our chicken dish is going to be cooking of the breast and the leg, the barbecue sauce, and the German potato vinaigrette. Hi, I'm Searing at Bourbon Steak San Francisco. Today we're going to be cooking our chicken dish. It's kind of a play on a picnic or a barbecue chicken. We kind of deconstructed potato salad. We have beautiful barbecue sauce on the plate, nice roasted breast, and a roasted leg. So I'm going to start by showing you how we do the chicken breast. We have a nice chicken breast here. We have the thigh meat. The thigh meat we've lollipopped, so that means we've taken the leg bone out and removed all the leg meat, and then just taken that skin and rewrapped it around the French part of the thigh bone. We have then cooked that sous vide 68.5 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. So it's pretty much fully cooked. We're going to finish that in the fryer in a little bit. But first we're going to talk about the breast. So I have a pan here. I'm just going to turn up the heat just a bit. I'm going to start with a little bit of grapeseed oil. Again, it's very important to see the viscosity. Make sure it's very thin, it's not viscous. Okay, you got a nice smoke coming off of it. And when you put your chicken in, we're going to put it in skin side down, and you're going to put it in away from you, okay? So you don't splash yourself. You want to hear that nice sound, that nice searing sound that we get? That lets you know the pan's nice and hot. It's very important to have the pan hot so that the skin doesn't stick. Okay? Now I'm just going to turn this down just slightly so that we don't start burning the skin. I'm just going to give it a feel. Beautiful. Lift it, it's pulling away. Just going to kind of put it into that fat and let it cook. You want to get a nice golden brown sear on this thing. It's going to take a few minutes. It's very important that you start with the high heat so it cauterizes the skin, lets the skin kind of relax and not adhere to the pan. And then I turned it down low so that you can cook it nice and evenly. What happens, a lot of the times you cook it on, if you blast it on high heat, on the skin part here, as you can see, those areas in the middle are going to start getting golden brown, and your outside edges are going to become very, very black, and you don't want that. You want a nice, even cook. So we're just going to let that go for a few seconds here and make sure that the skin gets nice and crispy and it's evenly golden brown. The next step to this procedure is I'm going to go in with what I call arrosé. When I worked in Europe for almost 2-3 years, they always, any of their roasted meats, roasted poultry, whatever, what have you, you always have your garlic, thyme, and rosemary. Sometimes I add sage in there, sometimes I add tarragon. It's really up to the chef what you want to add in there or what you're cooking with. But this is going to go in the pan with a little bit of whole butter, and you want that butter to get nice and foamy and beautiful and stay golden brown. You do not want, this chicken's coming along very nicely, you do not want to create a beurre noisette. You want to have a nice, beautiful, foamy butter. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to turn this chicken over. Okay, I'm going to put it towards the top of the pan like so. And I'm going to go in with some of those herbs. Be careful, be mindful that it's going to pop at you. Okay? Don't be scared about putting a lot of herbs in there. It imparts a lot of flavor. And then I'm going to put a little butter. A little butter meaning, a lot of butter. I love butter. Okay? Our chicken breast, if you notice, has been cooked sous vide as well. We get the chickens in whole. We break them off. We break the breasts off the breastplate, and we tap sear them on the skin side. We season them, tap sear them on the skin side. Tap searing just to kind of set the cooking process. We chill them and then bag them, and we cook them a la minute in the circulator. Our circulator is set at 54 degrees Celsius. And when the ticket comes in on the pick, we drop the chicken right in. And that generally takes about 10 to 12 minutes for the chicken to be up to temperature and almost on the way to being cooked fully through. And then we just finish it in the pan like so to get the skin crispy and ensure that it's cooked through all the way. I'm going to turn up the heat here just a little bit to really get this butter melted. I'm going to put all the herbs nice on top like so they really infuse in that piece of chicken. That's one really beautiful piece of chicken right now. Nice, beautiful golden brown skin and the nice herbs infusing into that. From this point, I'm going to take it out of the pan. I'm going to put it onto a sizzle pan, and we're going to go into the oven. And then I'm going to show you how we do the vegetables for the dish and how we also do the leg. So here we go. We're going to go right into the oven with this. vegetables. Vegetables consist of salsify, some baby carrots, some baby turnips, some compressed red roan apples, and some fingerling potatoes. The fingerling potatoes have been cooked sous vide in a little bit of pancetta fat. The pancetta fat just imparts a little bit of flavor and an extra element of taste. So what I'm going to start, we have a pan getting warm over here. I have our German vinaigrette. German vinaigrette is kind of a play on German potato salad, a warm potato salad, kind of to go with the picnic theme or kind of barbecue theme. This consists of pancetta fat, whole grain mustard, red onion, shallots, garlic, red wine vinegar, thyme, rosemary, and that's all sweated out, cooked down together, and then ashayed up into a little puree, if so, a little mosh like this. So I'm going to stick about a spoonful in the pan like so. We're going to go in with a little bit of veg stock. Okay. And we're going to drop in our potatoes, our turnips, our carrots, just a few carrots. Again, try to use different colors. And some salsify. Okay. The salsify has been part cooked as well as the other vegetables, but a little bit differently. I cook it in what's called a blanc. A blanc just is a white liquid. I use milk. We cook it with a little milk, a little bay leaf, smashed garlic, and some thyme, and some peppercorns in that milk mixture. And we just let it cook till they're nice and tender. We take them out and we just cut them into these nice logs, as you see here. So we want to warm these through. And get a little butter as well. And we just want to make a nice glaze. So this is going to have a nice sharp flavor to it with all that red onion, the acid from the vinegars in there, and there's going to be a very nice fatty flavor from the butter, the pancetta fat. Really, really nice, well-rounded vegetables. And with glazing them, you want to make sure they just become nicely coated and tight around the vegetables. You don't want a soupy mixture. You want a really nice tight glaze. Take a few minutes here. Now our fingerling potatoes are coming from Roscoe Zuckerman Farms, Castroville, near Castroville, Watsonville area, Monterey. They have wonderful potato products. So you see it's getting nice and tight, and that vinaigrette's coating really well. That whole grain mustard's coming out. Really beautiful. It smells wonderful right now. And we're ready to go. So we're going to keep this to the side, and I'm going to show you how to do our leg. Again, leg has already been cooked sous vide, 68.5 degrees Celsius, roughly 45 minutes. We are going to go right into the deep fryer. Yes, right into the deep fryer. This has been cooked 85 to 90% of the way. You're just going to put your leg right in there, and it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to fry it just like so. And we're going to finish it in the glaze, and we're going to bring the whole dish together and we're going to plate it.